body spin around and watch it bounce, bounce, bounce. Every time I hit the stage, I make it bounce. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go from South Philly. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to
the goal line and in. Touchdown, Desperado. That his second TD catch of the season. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Desperados will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. We'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Daniel. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Desperados offense ready now for their 2nd drive. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, then this season takes on a very different tone.
There's no question. Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. which is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense allow. And get going on their second possession. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, oh, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Was last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This brought in out past the 20. Then he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go!
On the play fake. Down. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Pistol now for Prescott. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Mexico City.
Now give on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
Brings up second and 3.
Here we go, 46.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Now Dak on 4th down. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Second and 4. At the Eagles.
On play action. Here's Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Mexico City. His first touchdown of the new campaign. No problem there on the extra point. And the Desperados move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Zach Charbonnet was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is taken at the 25. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment. It is taken down after a solid return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Kill. Yeah.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to look downfield once again. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
Yeah. There we go, boy.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They're an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get it.
Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
We are through 1. Plenty of scoring already. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Charbonnet. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Come on. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
60 Eagles.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. 70 Lions.
The air again is Daniels. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Not fun here. Third and a lot. Man in motion is Brown. Third and long. And here's Daniels. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Eagles get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. Now an opening has the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Desperados offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It's a gain of 11. It's now third and 13.
47. We're going to 53.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
And the Mexico City first down.
Now a give up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. We'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
A gain of 4.
Second down, Prescott.
Second and 6.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's another Mexico City first down. A gain of 7. First down, Desperados.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On the play fake, Dak flushed to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's third down and a few inches.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Yeah, there we go. Wide in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Pistol now for Prescott. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
No.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got room past the 35. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard. And it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Daniels going to throw again. That's taken in left side by Smith. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing again. Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First and 10.
First down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second and 5.
Ready? No.
Throwing now. Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on third and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away. What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8. As this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Jack Panther.
A give to Charbonnet. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Man in motion is Smith.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
On
line.
play action, Daniels. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check, check.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At the 22-yard line.
70. Hawk, 70. Hawk.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at
Come
the
on, come
3-yard
on.
line.
Hey. 70, Timberwolves.
To the air again is Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it in. Made the right read on the zone read. And tacking on 2 points. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Desperados offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they will bring them down on the other side of midfield. So, a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. Right back to him on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
12 yards.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Mexico City.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Prescott out to his right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Desperados. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
At the 33-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Daniels now on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
70.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Daniel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Nolan Smith. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will cut the lead down to 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Desperados offense. And their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
That's good for Mexico City. 1st down.
Dak going to run with it himself. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, here's Dak. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
And the Mexico City 1st down.
Back to throw is Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Mexico City. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had and to claw yourself back in it.
The PAT, up and good. And the Desperados will open it up even further. Here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first. And 10. Now Daniels. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
12 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith, he gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Let's go now. Deputy Lions.
They'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Still first down.
Ready. Viking 18.
Here's Daniels. Throw across his body is complete. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing again, Daniels. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit.
Come on.
Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Alert!
They'll run it out of the gun with Charbonnet. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Get it!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
On the coverage.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's going to try it here again. And a nice job there. On that return, gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Kill. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a run going left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 40. Yeah! Every 26.
They'll play action. It's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 11.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Now they face 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Get that one to Charbonnet. Complete. Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
That's another Eagles.
Throwing is Daniels. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. It is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now, Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
Hold the ready. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10.
Liking 18.
Here we go. One final play. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
I give it all.